I got a request a couple of weeks ago from a viewer just like you that wanted to know, how do I establish the culture in my restaurant? I'll talk about that right now, coming up. The following video was filmed with a new camera and had a strange auto zoom feature turned on. So some of the shots are really, really close to my face. It's totally awkward and I'm sorry, but the content's worth it. Hey everybody, Ryan Gromfin here, author, speaker, chef, restaurateur, and the founder of clickbacon.com, as well as The Restaurant Boss, bringing you another free training video this week. And it's all about establishing the culture in your restaurant. But before I get too far into the weeds on culture, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already by clicking on the logo in the bottom corner. If you're watching this on YouTube, come below to the comment section or to the text section and there'll be a link to watch it back on our site, where you can get all kinds of free guides and PDFs and training tools to help you run a more profitable restaurant. And please leave a comment. The more engagement, the more comments, the more subscribers I have, the more I'm able to bring you these amazing free videos every week. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about your culture a little bit. I wish there was a magic pill I could give you. I wish I could FedEx you a pill and charge you $1,000 for it, right? You'd pay it gladly, where all you had to do was take that pill and all of the problems in your restaurant would be fixed. I can't do that. If I could, trust me, I'd be working on developing it. There's no red pill and blue pill like in, what's the movie? The Matrix, right? There's no magic bullet. You already know that. So what is the magic bullet? Well, it's work, of course. You got to do work. And you've heard me say this a lot of times. The restaurant business isn't hard. What makes the restaurant business hard is doing a lot of little things really well. Well, one of those little things that you have to do really well is establish your culture. Culture does not happen by accident. When people look at companies like a Chipotle or In-N-Out or Chick-fil-A as one of the shining examples of an amazing culture, that is not an accident. When Truett Cathy was developing Chick-fil-A and growing it, it didn't just so happen that they built this amazing culture. It's incredibly intentional, and it's based on one thing at the core, which is your standards. So what are your standards in certain area? What is acceptable to you and not acceptable to you? If it's acceptable to you that a bartender comes in with a little bit of a buzz, maybe it puts them in a better mood, or you allow them to have 2 or 3 shift drinks, you can't be surprised when they come in late also. You may think one has nothing to do with the other, but of course it does. If your standards are so lax that you allow your bartenders to drink on a shift or have a little buzz or come in with a little buzz, don't be surprised when they're late. And then vice versa. If you allow your, let's just use bartenders again, if you allow your bartenders to come in a few minutes late every day, don't be surprised when they no-call, no-show. See, it's all about your standards. When you have a zero tolerance standard of absolutely no drinking at all, period, end of story, well, a lot of other things fall suit to that. Will you lose some of your current staff? Probably, but you got to get rid of them anyways to establish the culture that you want. So if you're building a new restaurant and you want to have this great culture, don't think of it so much like culture is this huge thing. Think of it as standards. Establish your standards for the most important things to you. What is your standard? What is your tolerance on being late? If you have a zero tolerance policy on being late, then you have to enforce that. If someone comes in late, what's their punishment? Maybe they can't work that shift. Well, it's going to be a little painful for you, but eventually people are going to learn, I can't come in late. Or maybe they get taken off of a good shift next week. Well, that could be a fair punishment. But if you want to improve your culture or you want to establish a great culture, it starts with your standards and how you hold people accountable to those standards. I hope you enjoyed this week's video, and I look forward to bringing you another one just like this next week. Don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Have a wonderful week. I want to thank you for watching that video. If you can do me 3 really quick favors right now, very quick. The first is, if you haven't already, will you subscribe to this channel? In a moment, some things are going to pop up on your screen, some buttons, and one of those buttons is going to be subscribe. So whether you're watching this on my channel or on YouTube or on your phone, just stick around for 1 second and you're gonna see a big subscribe button. If you haven't already, could you please subscribe? 2, if you haven't liked this video, will you go ahead and click the like button? Actually, don't just click it, will you smash that like button and tell the world that you really enjoy this? Because the way that I can continue to bring you all this great free training is for my message to expand, for more restaurant owners and future restaurant owners around the world to be watching this. And so the way to do that is to like my video. So again, if you're watching on YouTube, there'll be a place for you to like it. Or if you're back on my website, there'll be a place for you to like that. So smash that like button for me. And then also, could you leave a comment? Ask me a question. I reply to all my comments as fast as I can, usually within about 24 hours. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. But go ahead and ask me a question, leave me a comment, tell me you love the video, tell me you'd like to see something else in a video. If you need more detail on a certain area, I can film other videos about that. But if you can go ahead in a couple seconds now, it's gonna come out. If you can subscribe, like, and comment, that would be great. Also, there'll be a spot in this little button coming out in a few seconds where you can download something for free. I'm always rotating that, so take a look at that, some free tools. But if you're new to my channel, if you've never seen my videos before, there'll also be a spot for you to watch a video that'll kind of introduce you to what I do here at the Restaurant Boss and at clickbacon.com and tell you about what we do and how you can get more involved and how you can get more free stuff and all that. So the buttons should be coming in by now. Go ahead and click on those and have an absolutely wonderful day. Thank you so much.